Alright, good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it happens to be for you. Welcome to Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. This is the screen you get booted to on startup, which means I don't have the options menu, which means I can't turn the game volume down. So I am going to pick my character. Oh god, he's so tired, man. I think this makes the most sense. And I will just put Doctor, because that's just easier. Confirm. Dovetail Games presents Thomas and Friends. It goes right into the opening music. I hope I don't get copyright struck. Access to mastery. I didn't know about this. Okay, I'm just going to skip that for now. Ask me the next time I start the game. I'll do it offline next time. Good grief. When am I going to get access to the options menu, is my question. Because this music is a bit loud, it's going to be a bit difficult to talk over. I just hope the game actually runs on my machine with everything else I've got going on. There we go.
Hello there, and welcome to Farquhar Station. Before you can start your adventures on the island of Sodor, you will need to learn how to drive one of my engines. And I could think of none better than Thomas.
I see. Tutorial.
In this short introduction, you will be taken through every step needed to make sure that Thomas is a really useful engine. And I'm sure you'll be an expert driver in no time.
All right.
Would you like to learn how to drive Thomas? Press the yes button to continue learning how to play. Or if you feel you are ready, press the no button to begin exploring Sodor. You can play this introduction again at any time by choosing the introduction to Sodor.
Yes, I am going to do the tutorial.
Hello, driver. Climb on board, and we can get started. Follow the markers in front of you, as they will guide.
Escape. There we go. Here's the options. Settings, audio. Menu music down. Just says menu music. E to apply. Escape to go back.
Due to Thomas's cab steps.
Okay. Below the markers. It doesn't say which buttons to press, but I'm using WASD and that's working.
Before you can climb the steps, you will need to check if the cab door is open. If you can see that the cab door is closed, you can open it by first looking at it and then pressing the button shown on the screen.
Hang on, I'm gonna look around. Have a little... this is lovely. Good old this detail.
Now that Thomas's cab door is open, you can use the steps to climb up into the cab. This is Thomas's cab. Here you will learn the controls needed to drive Thomas. Let's get started by first moving over to the driving position.
Okay.
If you want a better view of your train or the line ahead, you can change between inside and outside camera views at any time while driving. For now, use the controls shown on screen to change to the outside camera.
Okay, so camera 2. Okay.
You can change between this view and the inside cab view at any time by pressing either of the controls shown here.
Okay, so one to go back inside. I think I'm going to stay inside for the moment.
There are many locations on the railways of Sodor where lines separate or join together. These involve a network of points that set the direction the train will be travelling.
Using British vocabulary here, got it.
On the main line, most of these points are controlled by the closest signal box. However, there are yards and junctions that require the points to be set manually. Thomas's friends Annie and Clarabel are waiting at the station platform. In order to reach Annie and Clarabel, you will first need to switch the points so that it sets the correct track. You can set the points by climbing down out of the cab, walking over and interacting with it.
Okay, so I need to get out. And head over. Ooh, I have quite the fast walking speed, which is good. And drag. Okay. Whoop. Whilst holding down the left mouse button, drag the mouse left or right. Ah, junction right.
You can also change the points on the map.
On the map.
Which can be accessed by pressing the key shown now.
Okay, so 9. Oh, good grief. Okay. 9 is for the map. That's interesting. E for interactions makes sense. 9 for the map. That's odd. I wonder if it lets you rebind that. Yeah. There we go. Driver's position.
Excellent work so far. The junction is now correctly set. So it is time to move Thomas out of the siding and over to Annie and Clarabel.
Okay.
To move Thomas forward, press and hold the button shown now on the screen to increase the throttle. Well done. You're doing a good job so far. To slow Thomas down, press and hold the button shown to begin applying the brakes.
Okay, there's a lot of momentum. It wants me to puff out of the yard a fair bit. Am I stopping on point? Very slow. Okay. Getting the fine adjustments down is going to be...
As you can see, the throttle has returned to 0. This means that Thomas is now ready to travel in either forward or reverse. To make Thomas reverse, tap the control shown on screen until the direction arrow on the hood points down.
Engage the reverser and increase the throttle. Start reversing.
Remember to slow down when approaching Annie and Clarabel. You should be going at no more than 5 miles per hour when attempting to couple to coaching stock and troublesome trucks.
Okay. Now, hang on. Did they set the switches right? Or is it... to go to the outside camera, right? I'm still a fair ways off. More than 5 miles an hour. I'm gonna be extra careful.
Hello, Annie. Hello, Clarabelle. Hello, Thomas. To allow passengers to climb aboard, you will first need to open the passenger doors using the controls shown on the screen.
There we go. Oh man. Sorry, I'm not speaking much. I'm real focused.
There are other cameras available to use during your adventures on Sodor. Let's look at another one now. Using the button shown on screen, change to the free camera.
Free outside camera 8.
You are now using the free camera. With this camera, you can freely fly around to wherever you'd like. You are still able to fully control your train whilst using this camera, and it's very useful for getting a good look at your surroundings.
Oh no. Oh, right click is... Okay.
Move the camera around so it is looking at Thomas.
How do I go up? Okay. Right click gets me back in there.
Now move the camera so that it is looking at me. Set Topham hat.
There we go.
Now return to the inside camera view using the button shown here. Remember, you can drive Thomas from both the inside cab view and the outside camera you were shown earlier. Good job. It looks like everyone has boarded now.
Okay.
You can go ahead and close the passenger doors using the controls shown here.
I'm assuming it's the same button again. Yep.
You've got a green signal, so you're ready to continue to the next station. Increase the throttle once again to move Thomas forward.
And I've already set it to forward. Get her up. It's only 0.6 miles away, but get her up to like 20. that's because 20 miles per hour is the speed limit on heritage railways. Ooh, chuffing's loud. Chuffing's louder than my voice. Hang on. Audio. Just turn the master volume down a bit. There we go. Is that any better? Not much better. I wish they let us manually pull the handles. But that might be a bit more advanced. The go icons are just an indicator signal. Okay. I'll let us use it.
Remember to slow down as you approach a station you want to stop at, so that you come to a safe stop.
We're losing momentum naturally. Maybe a bit too fast. I feel like I'm jerking passengers around a bit here. Yards. There we go.
Good work. Now open the passenger doors to allow the passengers to start boarding.
Gotta be careful. And the right side doors are you. There we go. Oh, there's a field of sheep over there. And
Splendid job. It looks like you and Thomas make a great team, and I'm certain you will be an expert driver in no time. You're a great driver. I can't wait to start our adventures together.
right. Thomas and Gordon's the next scenario. Do I want to stay in scenario mode? I think I do, just to get a better handle on the controls. I will stay in scenario mode for now and do Thomas and Gordon and see how that goes. But I would like to get to some free roam later.
Thomas and Gordon. Thomas is a tank engine who lives at the big station on the island of Sodor. He has 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome.
Oh my goodness.
He is a fussy little engine too, always pulling coaches about, getting them ready for the big engines to take on long journeys.
They have the big station as Knapford.
And when trains arrive at the station, he pulls the empty coaches away so that the big engines can go and rest. Thomas thinks no engine works
Why are
as
you
hard
giving
as
me
he
those
does.
eyes, man?
He loves playing tricks on them, especially Gordon, the biggest and proudest engine of all. Thomas likes whistling cheekily at him. Wake up, lazy bones. Why don't you work hard like me? One morning, Thomas found it hard to wake up. His fire went out and there wasn't enough steam. It was nearly time for the express, but the coaches weren't ready. At last, Thomas started.
Right. So I take it we're going to
He
be
fussed into the station where Gordon was
shunting
waiting.
a bit.
Hurry up, you, said Gordon, and bring me my coaches. Hurry yourself, replied Thomas. Yes, said Gordon, I will.
Oh, we reverser forward and don't know what the speed limit is. This might be a little quick. And reverser. I'm speeding a little. There we go. I like how they've really had to think out how the tracks are laid out. And forward again. Five, they said. And push. Need a bit more power for a bit longer to get to a reasonable speed. these out. Now I need to get past these points. And that gives me a bit more. And then go back into reverse. That's still under the speed limit. Now, am I supposed to go slower through the platforms? Doesn't appear to say so. I'm gonna stay outside because it's really hard to see out the back window. That seems an awful far way back. That looks like I'm going out onto the main line. Seems an awfully long way out to go. It's letting me. I'm guessing it's part of the story. It's not letting me switch cameras now. There we go. And back forward again. But did I just get steam condensation on the window in the tunnel? Oh my goodness. To slam into him too hard. So I've got some brake on. Down to 5. There we go.
Gordon hadn't forgiven Thomas for waking him up from this nap. As soon as the last passenger had climbed on board, he started up so quickly that there was no time to uncouple Thomas.
Oh. So now I'm actually controlling Gordon. So how do I go to... Yep, I'm now in Gordon's cab. But the outside view is Thomas's perspective.
Stop! Stop! Come on, keep up, called Gordon.
And very soon I can open up to $25. Oh my goodness. Oh, this... Oh, the viaducts. And... is that... Knapford Harbor down there? Must be. It's 4 miles. Only up to 25, but we can open her up to 90 now. Because we're the express on the main line. So we can just book it. Go back into the cab, see how it looks from here. Oh my goodness. We're still going under the limit. We're full booking it. Oh my goodness. This is only 58. Oh my God. Are we even gonna hit 90 before we need to start slowing down?
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Oh, laughed Gordon. Poor Thomas was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was out of breath and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on.
On 71. Are we maxed out? Can Gordon not actually go that fast?
Express coming through.
Sorry about that, my mic just disconnected
Stop,
itself.
please.
1.9 miles. I'll let inertia slow us down a bit when we approach. because it's going to take a lot of slowing down. Outside just to get a better view of what's happening. Okay, my mic is having some connectivity issues, it would seem. And there's a moth in my room. On my headphone cable, there we go. Okay, oh, should probably start braking a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a lot of brakes. Okay. The signal's in danger for a bit there. And we are down to the limit here, but need to slow down a bit more. Six is fine. A bit more juice just to get us the last few yards. What the deal with the mic is? Just randomly disconnected. Come on. And almost there. And a tad short.
At
Mike
last, they
keeps
stopped
doing
at a
that.
station. Well, little Thomas, chuckled Gordon, now you know what hard work means, don't you? Thomas was uncoupled, and he felt very silly and exhausted. Poor Thomas puffed slowly away to rest, and had a long, long drink. After that, he was careful to never be cheeky to Gordon again.
Scheduled. Ah, it doesn't have the scheduled times, the actual time. Okay. Continue. Let's go into the main menu. So now I've got the hang of how things work. Oh my goodness. So we've got stories. Towns, villages. So it's all the way. So Farquhar, Hackenbeck. So home timetables. Start exploring Sodor like a normal service. And I did spring for deluxe. So I have James. So I might check him out. Collects tar wagons from Knapford and delivers to all the way to Vickerstown. Run around procedures. It would be interesting to do a full mainline run, but I don't know how long that's going to take. Other I can customize. Honestly, I might well try this just for the heck of it. Learning signals takes practice. Always be prepared to stop for a red. Okay. To the sheds to Vickerstown Yard. And forward. Let's have a look outside. Oh man, James has got a very open cab. Get onto the turntable. And it spins to the other track here. Stay outside for a bit. I'm speaking it. There we go. And yep. Oop. Not quite that speed area yet. James has a very touchy throttle, it seems. I'll have to keep that in mind. And 20 is on now. Look at that! The sun coming up in the morning. So that's east, so we're going to be going into the sun as the day goes on. Gonna go back in. This front window is not great, is it? I'm gonna stay outside. Look at this, just... I haven't played any of Dovetail's more regular train sims, you could say. So I don't have much of a reference point other than footage I've seen online compared to the other sims. But this, just, it's got this wonderful blend. Okay, so I don't actually need to stop at all these objectives. Those are just checkpoints. Oh, I'm going a bit too fast. Hold on the throttle a bit too long. Speeding's not necessarily out of character for James, though. Recklessness and arrogance. And now our speed's legal. Here we are in Knapford. We have to stop into that production. And get the reverser on. There we go. And it's 33 now per yard. Got it. Oh, and then down to 15 back here, right? So momentum will bring us down after a bit. Doesn't seem to be penalizing us for speeding, but it is giving us points when we want, so. Okay, brakes. Yeah. There we go. Wait for a moment. Still a little bit of momentum. Whoop. Have to get back into forward gear first, James. There we go. 9 wagons. Still a little fast here. And then we can go up to 30 past here. And then up to 50 here. Go. I forgot to whistle all the stops and starts, which is good real life. Good practice in real life. Have I gotten past the 90 point yet? Not yet. 90 is up here. So I can just open her up all the way. Look at this. It's just so serene and peaceful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back into the cab for this tunnel. Get up to 60. All the other engines were back to the sheds, which means this must be one of the earlier services, because I'm pretty sure in timetable mode you do see the other engines going back and forth. I'm sorry if the chuffing is very loud. I don't know if my voice is getting through over it. Hang on, I'm gonna get the sound effects down a bit. That seems a bit better. It's a little better. Just looking at my levels in OBS going, can you actually hear me over the chuffing? Jeez. But now we can go to fair play. It looks like James tops out at 64. because we're on the through track, we don't need to slow down through here. Henry's Forest Express track. Okay, so they've placed that after Crosby. Which makes... yeah. I don't have enough, like, intricate knowledge of, you know, various versions of the map. I assume that most of the mapping that they're doing is based off of Audrey's map, because that's the map they scanned to get the topography. So that might well be their baseline, but I think I saw clips from some of the like lead-up announcements where they had like Unlucky Tug's video up. So they may have been looking at a bunch of different map interpretations and going, okay, what makes the most sense? You know, what locations are we going to be, you know, putting in? I said we were topping out at 64. We're up to 77 now. That was Henry's Forest. We just went clear through it. Clear through it. Now we're approaching Wellsworth, which is the beginning of Edwards Branch. Wellsworth is... like, these stations... you think of Sodor's railway as a bit dinky and small sometimes. Well, I certainly do in my head sometimes, but, like... but that here they're modeling it as a proper working railway, as they should. And it's just this big, expansive thing. Every single station has a degree of complexity with sidings and sometimes turntables. And of course, Wellsworth, Scotland, because that's the beginning of Edwards Branch, so it serves as a terminus. Which means everyone needs to turn around. I'm sorry, why does my mic keep doing that? I genuinely do not know. All the connections seem to be stable, but it just keeps doing that. Hang on, give me a second. Okay, there we are. Sorry, just had to fix my mic because it kept disconnecting on me. That should fix it. I had it through a USB hub, and usually doesn't give me too much trouble, but I've now got it plugged direct, so it should be a bit better. Yeah, it's only a USB mic. I don't have a fancy enough computer for an XLR box to put my mic through, but there we go. I noticed there's somebody here watching. I'm glad to see someone. Feel free to say hello. We're having a lovely morning on our way to Cronk with some tar wagons. Well, not to Cronk. We're going all the way to Vickerstown because this is timetable mode, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go all the way across the island And we're losing a bit of speed, so I'm just gonna bring us up, because we can go up to 90 through here, but like, I don't think James is actually capable of going that fast. And yes, I did spring for deluxe, and I have James. It is, oh god, and I'm just enjoying all the scenery. Like, well done, Dovetail. I'm not even halfway across the island yet, I don't think. And it's all just... It's wonderful. Look at this. It's early in the morning. Oh, my computer isn't all that happy with me trying to get a proper look around, so I'm going to make my camera movements slow. The fact that I'm traveling at speed probably isn't helping. But my laptop, despite the graphical delays in rendering, it doesn't appear to be overworking itself heat-wise. Okay, my keyboard's pretty warm. I'm gonna shut up about the technical, because holy crap. I'm just enjoying this. I've lost a bit of speed. Rolling hills, power lines along the tracks, because of course, why wouldn't they be? If you've already cut a clearing through for the railway line, of course you're going to run your power cables through that same right of way. Oh man. Oh, and look at that river. I've had green signals all the way so far because they know I'm coming. Look at that. And we must be taking a big swing left pretty soon because of where the objective arrow is, coming up to Kells in a couple miles. Tractors out in the fields. The tractors are just sitting there, not doing anything. By the looks, would have been nice to see some movement from road vehicles too, but or maybe I'm just going so fast that it doesn't look like they're moving. But yeah, rendering all that extra movement probably would have made this a harder strain on my machine than it already is. But this is just beautiful, especially with how the sun is... Oh my god, 84. Okay, I'm gonna stop holding down the accelerator, down the throttle for a bit, just so that I don't go over 90. Gordon's Hill must be a fair ways further east, because we'll certainly know when we hit that. We'll need to make sure we've got a good amount of speed leading up to that. Oh my god. An early morning service maybe wasn't the best choice to show off timetable mode, because no one else is up. No one else is going anywhere, because it's like think that's actually showing... Is it showing walk time within the scenario? Croven's Gate. Croven's Gate? Already? Really? I thought surely we would have hit Gordon's Hill before we got to Croven's Gate, unless I'm misremembering where Croven's Gate is. Oh. Speed limit goes down. So I let my finger off the accelerator a little. It's not for over a mile yet, but I'll keep her around 70 so it's easier to slow down. Oh, and we've got a downhill run up to it too. Ooh. Gotta be real careful with my camera movements. That those can cause a lot of lag by the looks. But I mean, this is just gorgeous. I can't seem to shut up about how gorgeous it is. Okay, yeah. Brakes. Speed limit will be in place for a good reason. Yeah. There we go. Okay, still a little bit over. There we go. Within the speed limit. And then we're at Vickerstown. I didn't even notice Gordon's Hill. Maybe that's on a different... But Gordon's Hill is on the main line, isn't it? Surely it is. And we're back into the 90 zone. So I can open up again. Takes a lot to get our speed up. Probably shouldn't be stuffing my face in the smoke. It's just beautiful countryside. Lovely rendered. Just... I have no complaints. It is just a nice, lovely trip down the line. James is just... Seems to be some weird artifacting near his face when I move the camera around sometimes. Maybe that's just my graphics card going, what the heck is going on here? Oh, that is beautiful little river gorge. And the farm buildings. are, you know, actually kind of accurate. Oh god, yeah, you need to be very gentle with the camera. Every time it stops for a moment, I'm worried. Should I have been whistling for the stations this whole time? I haven't seen any whistle signs, but maybe that's just because I've not been in cab view. I've been looking from too far afield to notice that stuff. Oh, but I will need to whistle here. Going into the tunnel. That's a long one. This must be Henry's tunnel. I'm not sure, though. Can't be sure. No, because Henry's was 2 bore, but 1 bore per track. This is 2 bores, but there's 2 tracks per bore. Going down to 70 in a bit. So I'll just stay around that area just to make sure that I don't end up speeding. There we go. 70, and we're approaching Vickerstown, so I'm going to need to slam on the brakes here. Oh my god. Oh 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 god. I've blown a danger. I've blown a danger. Service failure. Crud. I did not realize I was that close to Vickerstown. Oh, cool. There was a checkpoint. Oh, it's a death loop because there was a checkpoint right before and it doesn't let me load. Oh my god. I failed literally at the last hurdle and the checkpoint. It's too close. And it doesn't let me load earlier checkpoints. That is so frustrating. Okay. Challenges. Collectibles. Timetables. things. Sports field halt. Explore. What does this mean? What's the difference between station and... Welcome to Explore mode. If you'd like to spawn a train, use... whatever that means. I don't know what that button is. That was a very easy collectible. Fire buckets. Full of sand, yes. I've seen these on the Bluebell. It's an older way for... Oh! That's curious. It doesn't let me leave the station. It lets me wander on the right-of-way. But it doesn't let me leave the station platform. That's curious. I don't know what that button means. Controls. Toggle cursor screenshot, photo mode, fast travel. Overview. That does not give me much. Game logs. Oh, movement standard. What does that even mean? Left and right. I don't know what key that is. And I can't, and it appears I can't rebind it. Ah, okay, hang on. Gamepad. Oh, there's a realism mode, which might be pulling levers manually. Keyboard controls. Toggle FPS. Photo mode, fast travel. Transition. Spawn. There's no option to rebind. HUD and gameplay. What? Accessibility? Player assist. Advanced settings. So what is that button? What is that button? That is so frustrating. Okay, invisible walls. Go the right way. What does that mean? What does that mean? Tab. It's tab. Okay, let's bring Emily. With branch line coaches. There we go. Step up. And use left side. Right? Nope. Nope. Do I have to be... Make sure you set a path using the map with 9. Select your train and select where you'd like it to go. Okay, so can I... Nope, that's the wrong side. Why? Nope. No one getting on? So 9. Select my train. And let's... Okay. Ultra tunnel. We can't go any further north than Ultra. That way. Is this Stickerstone? Oh no, this is Farquhar. Sort of area. Alpha. An Alpha quarry. I see. So let's Farquhar quarry. Okay. So I can't go... I'm not facing that direction. Let's just run a short service to Crosby. Please exit the train before attempting this. What? Okay. Oh, that's a fast travel point. Nine. Must be platform 2. So how do I set the route then? So how do I set the route? If I want to go there with the train, how do I tell the game that's what I want to do? Because it told me. Um, okay. Okay, so how do I tell it to let me go? Can I not go to cross because I'm facing the wrong way? But I have to turn around. Select. No, that's um how do I how do I tell it that I want to go? I don't understand. Okay, I'm going back to the main menu because explore mode clearly doesn't want to play ball. Um Stories and map forward. I'm not going to go too far into all the stories because I don't want to spoil things for people who want to play the game for themselves. But I think I can try out the shunting challenge, certainly. Whoop. Okay.
Welcome to the shunting challenge. As you can see, these trucks are all out of order and need to be put back into their proper places. You should try to get the truck shunted in as few moves as possible to increase your score.
Okay. Okay. Get in reverse. Goodness. Reverse or forward. Excuse me? Were there there were two switches I needed to set.
Welcome to the shunting challenge. As you can see, these trucks are all out of order and need to be put back into their proper places. You should try to get the truck shunted in as few moves as possible to increase your score.
Okay. Situation. Okay. So I need... Oh, it is so hard to see. Okay. So that'll bring him... straight, and then... just checking the fogs here. Yep, that brings him through here. That one needs to be set. That one too, but it was this one I actually needed to set. Yep. So that bring him to those, right. Oh god. Two The what? I am so confused. I thought I had the
Welcome
points
to the
set
shunting
right.
challenge. As you can see, these trucks are all out of order and need to be put back into their proper places. You should try to get the truck shunted in as few moves as possible to increase your score.
Okay. Am I going insane here? So this... Okay, this needs to be set like that. Does it? Okay, so that is for this way. And that is this, which brings me onto this track, which is empty, which is incorrect. I need... this track. And um okay. The was I just going too fast? Okay. Oh, those ones aren't set. These ones I'm coming up on aren't set properly. That's why. Those aren't set properly either. Because I need to... go straight down here. And yeah, from there it's fine. Good grief. So I need... to get these two. Off. And I need to take them, put them with, I mean, honestly, into the empty siding would be grand. So I'll pull forward. And get you. You. And I need you. No, I don't. Yeah, because that'll bring you into that empty siding there. And Verser. Please tell me I have everything set right. Okay, that brings me into there, but you know what? That's fine, actually. So all of these are either unneeded or in completely the reverse order. Whoop! Is that my mouse that just did a random disconnect there? Okay, so that brings you straight, but I need you as well. So that doesn't interfere, right? Yep. Because I need to get that guard span. Off of you. To pop the reverser forward again. Uncouple you guys. Get the reverser on. And I need to get out. Because I need you to turn. So that we have room to then push. I am working it out. Please tell me I have those set correct. Wait. It's just occurred to me. I don't know if I have. This set correct. I do not. go back this far. No, I'm still sitting on the switch. This is probably enough clearance by now. Okay, so I want to go straight, yep, straight through here. And straight through here. Straight through here. Straight through here. It's a curve, yep. And then I want to go forward. Yeah, but I'll need to push the brake van up to run around it. Cool. To reverse or forward. Need to back up just a smidge so that I have room. Hang on. Oh, no. No. Hang on. I'm going to have to go forward with you a bit. So that I can flick around. Is that? No, that can't be right. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Because what I want to do is uncouple them. Reverser, reverse. way. Right. And problem is I don't have clearance. So I'm going to have to put you forward, pull that back out of the way. Good grief. I'm going to get a terrible score on this. But I am very slowly figuring my way around things. So that brings me through, and that's still set. I need to pull you back so that there's clearance, so I can get the guards van fully out of the way so that I can run around. Cursor forward. Hang on, wait. Oh, hang on. Ah. Oh, okay. Oh, no, no. I've got it now. If I pull you back into to there, and then use you to push the guards van forward and find a way to run around. Right? Okay. Gosh, right. Wait, no, that's not right. This switch. Yep. Oop. Okay. Now I'm just gonna check where I'm sending this. Because I want it to go. Ah, I'm already on the point. Okay, let's just see where this goes. Okay, that is where I was planning on sending it. So that's good. What? Yeah, so if I bring it back here, which we are set for, I can then run around the front a bit. And reverser. Okay. And out. And a couple. And don't need to turn. and there, and like that. Please tell me there's enough clearance. And reverser forward. Good. Oh, that's not quite what I was expecting, but I can still get what I want this way. Eh. Wait, hang on, wait. So that turns, and that turns, yep. And reverse. This is turning out to be more complex than I thought. And out. I would like to not smack into the front of that coach if I can help it. Ooh, is that correct? No, it is not. Yes, okay, that's correct. That is correct, right? Yes. So now I need turn, turn straight and straight. Perfect. Excellent. Out and uncouple. And I need to get you ahead of those points so I can back in there and start sorting out that mess. That's straight. I need to turn here. I need to turn here. Grab those fellows. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do is uncouple car 1. Right? I can save some moves by bringing the other fellows along. I think what I do is I go straight here. Back them into that run. Because there's a lot of spare space on this track, which gives me some wiggling room. Okay, that is set such that I can pass through, right? Yeah. Ooh, that one's not, that one's not, that one's not. Am I far enough? I am. Yeah, I am. I can. get out and throw this one. Yep. And take this fella off. Stick him on the next track. There we go. And first, forward. Yep. Good. Okay. I am gonna have to grab 3 by itself. And just you as well. lined up. Because I don't know how far back exactly we're going to go with this guy. We might only take him as far as, like, here or something. Because then we can go back, click 2 onto the front. Yeah, about here is probably plenty. Forward. And out. And change. And uncouple. Forward. And brakes. And switch, and we lined everything else up earlier. Which means chuff this along at about 5. Hook on, then just keep going. Yep. And now we just have to go back and get car number 1. So we can do that by going back up here, and then once we've got that switch set, yeah, this one should be aligned correctly. Maybe pulling the whole consist, I could have done something clever. Like earlier when arm's not aligned correctly. I see. It's you. Cheeky. And bring it forward. And last move. Reverse. Yep. There we go. That's... There we go. I swear to God, am I not supposed to have a guards van on it? There we go.
Well done. You managed to shunt the trucks into the correct order.
Cool. That's all it said when I finished it. Congratulations. No big right. Well, I don't really know what else to do this evening, but that was a nice little look at Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. I'm glad I grabbed this. I'm glad I decided to check it out. I might be messing around with it a bit more off stream. I don't know. Just so I can get, have fewer tabs, have not as much stuff running in the background, so that I don't have to deal with the graphic slowdowns. Or, I don't know. I'll see what else I can do with this game, but it was rather nice. It's rather relaxing. So it might be I don't know, just something to chill with every now and again. Run a route along the island, not screw up right at Vickerstown right at the end. Maybe play through some of the stories. I don't know if I'm torn on whether I should stream those or not, because I want anyone who wants to check this game out to check it out and play through the stories for themselves as they want. But with that being said, I think I'll call it for the night. I would very much like to thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.